Hi, this is Erika Martin again, applying for the manager position in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm going to answer a few questions. So, first question, why would I be a good fit for this job? I believe I would be an excellent fit for the manager position because I have a lot of relevant experience. I was just working as a group fitness instructor back in Los Angeles at an F45 training. I was there from pretty much the beginning when they opened, so I saw a lot of the growing pains that they had to deal with, and I have a lot of ideas about how to avoid those in the future. In addition, I worked as a production coordinator on a kids' television show, so I'm extremely organized, I'm efficient, I'm an excellent multitasker. And yeah, I have a lot of productive energy right now that I'm ready to focus into a new position. I'm looking for a new position because I just moved from Los Angeles to Charlotte. The show I was working on wrapped the season we were doing, and I figured it was time to try something new. I went to college out here in North Carolina at Wake Forest, and so I was dying to come back, and that's why I'm back in Charlotte looking for a new job. If I had to pick one thing I disliked about working at F45, it would be the systems that we used. I often didn't have access to certain people's accounts, and I couldn't really fix a problem right away when someone needed me to. I had to contact someone off-site to have them deal with the problem. That ended up feeling unprofessional sometimes, and it needed to be fixed. I wasn't a fan of not being given the tools necessary to help a customer. So customer service is one of the most important parts of any business. I approach each person with the goal of making a positive first impression, and I make it clear that I'm doing everything in my power to fulfill a customer's need as quickly as possible. I believe people respond to your energy and the way you carry yourself, and if you can create a positive customer experience, you're going to have loyal, long-time customers. To create rockstar employees, you have to get to know each one of your employees individually. Everyone has different strengths, and in order to get the most out of each employee, I believe you have to pinpoint those specific strengths and place them in a position where they will feel most useful and confident. I personally stay inspired when I feel like I have purpose. If I get up in the morning with a list of tasks to complete and a full day ahead of me, I feel very motivated. Also, the type of tasks I have on my to-do list are very important to me. It's important that my job makes me feel inspired, and I feel like I'm making a difference in someone's life, even in the smallest way, and I definitely believe fitness is a way to do that. A great leader definitely has to lead by example. They have to earn their respect of their employees through their actions and not just their words. You can tell people to do things or behave a certain way, but if you are not demonstrating those qualities, your words definitely lose their meaning. I had to deal with conflict among coworkers when I worked as a production coordinator. There were constant disagreements between production departments because everyone had a different vision for what they wanted the show to be, different artistic ideas. And I ended up being in the middle of a lot of it because I was in charge of making sure everybody stayed on schedule despite these disagreements. I handled the situation by making sure that each party felt heard and their opinion was taken into account. I offered compromises and negotiated schedule changes between all parties, and we got the project done. In my final year running track at Wake Forest, a couple teammates and I took on the role as team captains. And in that position, we would organize team events and dinners and be mentors for the people younger than us when it came to big meets and everything. And it was really important for us to, even though it was an individual sport, we wanted to make it feel like a cohesive, strong team, and we definitely accomplished that. While working at F45, marketing was a role that everybody took on, from the trainers to the managers. We were located in a small community within Los Angeles, so it was really important to get involved in that community. We were at things like the town 4th of July parade and 5K, and we went to a big triathlon nearby. And we were constantly in contact with other small businesses in the neighborhood. We were instructed not to force sales or really push the product in a sales pitch. So more than anything, getting people in the door to try their week free or whatever promotion we were doing was the most important part. We wanted to expose them to the product and let the sale make itself. So in addition to the marketing in the community, social media was also an important part of the process. During workouts, we would take fun videos and pictures of everybody working out and having fun. And then at the end, we would often take a big sweaty group picture and put it on Instagram and other social media. My group fitness experience has mostly come from F45 and my time there. We would have larger weekend classes where there would be 2 trainers on duty, but for the rest of the week, I would be the solo instructor. My job was to welcome everyone into the class and get them all checked in. I would get to know any new people that were there for the first time and kind of explain how everything worked. And then I would check on people that were regulars, and if there were any injuries they were dealing with, just check on them. And then next, the class would begin. I would explain the workout, demo what they would be doing, and finally when the workout started, I would check everybody's form and offer modifications for people who needed them. So my kickboxing experience is limited. However, when I was younger, my dad used to train amateur boxers, and when I was a little girl, he used to teach me how to box, and he bought me cute pink little boxing gloves, and he would work with me. And so I have some of the boxing fundamentals down. If I had to define the difference between praise and motivation, I would say that praise seems to imply an end and a judgment, usually a good judgment, but it implies an end. And encouragement leaves the door open for movement, development, and further change. I believe in a fitness setting, there's time for both, but encouragement would probably be the most appropriate form of positive reinforcement. If I had to name 2 of my current personal goals, I would say the first is just to establish myself here in Charlotte, which means finding a job I'm passionate about and meeting new people. Also, I would like to continue educating myself, whether that be getting more specific training certifications or yoga teaching certifications. I like to feel like I'm constantly learning and improving myself. All right, well, it looks like that is it. Thank you so much for watching.